bed sheet over him, then he can feel some warmness. So in winters that blanket is soothing, but in summers that blanket is not soothing, it is irritating. So unless we have knowledge, we cannot use that thing properly. So therefore first we should get knowledge what this thing is, whether it is good or it is bad. So God gives us sorrows and happiness from these material things, so that we can have an experience of these things. Uh, a thing is an object of this material world, whether it is good for you or it is bad, it depends on your knowledge of that thing. So this body, it is painful for us, so we should experience that this body is painful and it is giving us sorrows. So in actuality, all the things in this material world, they are sorrowful. They give us sorrows. So how we should keep away from them? Just like a snake, it leaves its outer skin and goes away out of that external skin. Similarly, Didi is asking that this world is we are not seeing this world as sorrowful. We are seeing this world as it is giving us enjoyment. So God has created this Maya, that this Maya attracts us by giving us some happiness. But after that it gives us sorrows. But the conditioned souls, they forget that we are getting sorrows from this material existence and just they wander for happiness in this material world. And whatever menial and very material enjoyment we get in this world, the conditioned soul thinks that it is very good and it gives us so enjoyment, and we forget that it is also giving us so much of sorrows, so much of pains, and this is Maya. So in actuality, the conditioned soul thinks that the sorrows or these painful things as good, and they are giving happiness. So this is Maya, this is illusion. So Didi is saying that Suchitra Didi is saying that just like a diabetic patient, he enjoys eating sugar, but his disease becomes more worse. So but God gives us sorrows just to make us experience the real identity of this Maya, this material world. So why Lord has created this material world like this? Because by doing karma we get some benefits out of this, out of karmas. So we are just entangled in this karma. Just like we are working in office and we have become very tired and just thinking that I will not go to office tomorrow and just I go to rest. But in the morning we again wake up and go to office. So Maya similarly induces us to do karma. So therefore this samsara chakra is going on. So we are working like donkeys day and night. This is not actually happiness. In Bhagavatam, so from time immemorial the conditioned souls are going like this. But when a conditioned soul gets the knowledge of this material existence, like a machine which extracts oil from mustard, a cow is tied to that axle and one black cloth is bound on her eyes. That cow thinks that I am walking along so long, but she is actually circumambulating that machine which is extracting the oil from mustard. So Maya is like this only. So we are just circling around in this world. So the day we get this knowledge that we are just circling this Maya, then we understand that we should do bhajan, and we, by the mercy of Lord, we get experience that this material existence is sorrowful, and we try to do bhajan. And by doing bhajan, we are liberated from this material existence. So this is like that even if we know that this is painful, but we are bound to be there in this material existence. So we are bound to be here, and we are bound to be to do work according to this material existence rules and regulations. The only way is to do bhajan. To get out of it is to do bhajan. So these lines are said in Ramcharitmanas. So we will get whatever Lord will give us. therefore we should follow the instructions, and by following these instructions and going on this path, so all the purport of the Shastras is this, that in between the sorrows and happiness we should do bhajan. So but when the time will come, just like a snake leaves its skin, then the soul leaves this material body and go to his original abode. Therefore, just chant Harinam, do bhajan. So once a soul is entangled in the web of Maya, it is very difficult to get out of it. Just like a fisherman, he throws a net in the water, and in the rains, when the water is flowing, then the fishes are very excited and they don't know that we are entangled in this net. And the more and more the fishes try to get out of that net, they are more entangled into this net. So all their efforts go in vain. So Maya is like this only. So we are entangled in the net of this Maya. So what's the way out? So by doing Bhagavad name and just remembering Lord and praying to Him that, and do Nam Bhajan. So we are entangled in our karmas. So no one has bound us in this material existence. We have ourselves come into this. So we should try to understand this by Tattva Gyan, by reading and Srimad Bhagavatam. Everything is written there. In third canto, all these things are written there. So it is described there that how a soul gets into this Maya and what is the way out. So the Lord in 11th canto also again repeats this story. 3rd canto and 11th canto. So in Krishna Uddhava Samvad in 11th canto, this is described.